I'd like to preface a couple of things before I start the Q&A. Number one, I will not be playing the game like live, so it's just gonna be like a voiceover, mainly because my brain's small and I can't focus on two things at once. Second of all, stick to the end of the video because I'm going to be announcing something at the very end that will be pretty cool. Anyways, enjoy. Starting off with Zeta Pixel 7. They're saying, pretty basic, but I gotta start somewhere. How do you come up with the name Zcerta? Alright, so here's some lore behind the name Zcerta. It's going to be complete. I won't even lie, the lore is so unbelievably bad, it's not even funny. So, one day, I was sitting down at my desk, alright? And I was typing, like, this very long message to someone. I forgot what it was about, but I put certain, but instead of like, but like, I accidentally put a space in between Certa and then in, so it separated the two words, and then when I saw Certa, I'm like, that's a good name. That is a, that's like a good name. Certa, like, pretty cool, I won't lie. And then boom, here we are. If we want something more wacky, we can just do how did. How did. I don't know. If we want something just plain stupid, then we can do the following. If I have 10 apples and I throw one at a car traveling 45.649 miles per hour down the interstate, how many years will it take for Obama to reinvent the steel chair? Do you want the calculator answer or do you want the rounded answer? The rounded answer would be 3.5 years. But the calculator answer would be 3.441 years. Anyways, next one. Why Are You So Handsome by That Guy Skell. So, good genes, bro. I mean, all I have to thank is my mom. My mother is the best human on the planet. Next, Cat Dizale says, are you a fan of pumpkin spice lattes? So here's the thing. Well, something fell out of whatever. So here's the thing when it comes to pumpkin spice lattes, okay? I hate them. I'm sorry. I know I'm probably gonna get flamed, but I hate them. Literally, how do you like pumpkin spice? Pumpkin spice literally tastes like battery acid. It's, like it's too, like okay, I've had 2 pumpkin spice lattes in my entire life. One was just way too sour, and the other one just tasted like freaking, like, black licorice. It was disgusting. I hate it. Never, ever am I gonna drink a pumpkin spice latte ever again, especially from Starbucks. Next, Cosmo Carnage says, what led you to start your channel, and what will you do? And wait, and when will you do a YouTuber interview with Nardwar? Okay. When did I start? Okay, what led to me starting my channel? So, my biggest inspiration for starting a YouTube channel was actually my passion for Legos when I was like 10 years old. So when I was 10 years old, I was like building these Lego sets, and I saw this one channel on my feed. It was like Brick Builders or something like that, and they were like speed building like these like Lego sets, and I'm like, I want to do that. I want to see if I can make money by just like putting together Legos, cuz like Lego fun, you know? Lego make man happy. And I started up this channel 5 years ago. Yeah, 5 years ago. And I uploaded by probably around like 10 to 12 like Lego speed building videos. They're all private now. Of course I'm not gonna like unlist them or like make them public, because but those exist on the internet, surprisingly. But little origin story, my channel used to be a Lego channel, and then I went to playing like other games and stuff like that. And then I got into the Hive, and then I just started making Hive content. And here's where we are today. Well, okay. And then for your second question, will you do a YouTuber interview with Nardwar? I've never heard of bro in my entire life. You know what? Let's search him up. Okay, so never mind. I've seen this guy. So I've seen this guy like 20 times, like in my freaking shorts feed. No, I am not doing an interview with this guy. I will get touched. Moving on. Window Man 2 says, why do you think doorknobs taste bad? Okay. Do you know what doorknobs are made of? They're made of metal, specifically aluminum. Alright? So aluminum, and I think like a bit of lead or something like that, doesn't taste good. Ugh, doesn't taste good, okay? I have shoved big balls of aluminum foil that like you wrap in food in my mouth when I was a child. Don't ask why. They just looked good, and they tasted horrible. How I know what a doorknob tastes like is because I'm an idiot. I'm Serta. What do you expect? I'm not even joking you. One time I tripped. So my door handles are, have like the it's not like a knob. It's like an actual handle where you like pull down, not pull down, but like you twist down to like actually like open. So so I tripped on like, I think this, it was like freaking like toy, and my mouse literally went into the freaking handle of the door. And that's how I know what a doorknob tastes like. Moving on. Why? By Airs Chill. So, you know, that is a very good question. Why? Zafaro YT says, are you gay for Offsea? Yes. Moving on. Battle X357 says, if the sky is orange and the grass is liquid, then how certified is your forehead? So do you want like a scale of like 1 to 10? Do you want like a like what? Because like if we're going from like a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably say like an 8.5. I won't lie. But what does that have to do with grass being liquid? I understand that like the sky is orange, but like grass is liquid. Like, excuse me? Snowy says, do you eat yellow snow? 3. Yes. It's lemon flavored, and it's pretty good, I won't lie. I recommend. Moving on. Prime Strat says, do you enjoy eating sand or fiberglass? I enjoy eating both, especially when sand is actually glass, because you get that more like, you get like that good crunch from like eating like glass, you know what I mean? With sand, it's just like a powder, you know? Like you can basically like just drink sand. I mean, you do have like a little bit of crunchy like rocks in there and stuff like that, but like eating glass, pretty good. Now when it comes to fiberglass, I mean, I guess you're getting your fiber at least. Ferret MC says, would you eat a ferret? If I must, I will. 9CLQ says, thoughts on thoughts. Okay, so when it comes to thoughts, I think I sometimes like I overreact, and I think I overthink just a little bit too much sometimes. And I also think like I just carry things on a little bit too much sometimes, like how I am right now answering this like goofy little question. So I think I should probably like stop it here and move on to the next one before I like dive too deep into my thoughts about thoughts. Dom says, how many toes have you caught and why? Okay. I've caught a total of probably like 3 toes. Alright? From each toe was from a different person, by the way. Why, you may ask? Well, you see, I just like toes. It's Just Nord says, why did you steal Demo's big toad to give to Kat for Rosie's birthday. I thought it would be a good gift, and like I didn't really have contact with Rosie at the time. So I know Kat does, so I just gave it to Kat to give to Rosie. So Rosie, if you're watching this, enjoy the toe. Moving on. Already infected. What made you start the goal of getting to max level in every game mode? Okay, so back in the day, like back in my prime, like peak grinding days, I had no life. I was not going outside like at all. I had no life. I was going nowhere. I sat in this chair I am currently sitting in for 14 to 16 hours every single day. And it was I had nothing to do. So I made myself do something, which was just just try max every single Hive game mode. And I successfully did for like a month until they like updated, I think it was first SG. And then I was like, nah, I'm not doing all that. And then over time, more updates rolled out, more levels got added, and I've just been falling behind. But that's because I have a life now, guys. And I need to like focus on school and stuff like that. So I just don't have the time anymore. But back then, I did just have the time to just max every level. And I thought it was important back then. So there's that. Also, do you support McDonald's Nuggies? Of course I do. Those were like a childhood staple back in like my prime childhood days. All right, like those things are core. Is like a core food. Like I'm sorry, but that is quite literally what started my chicken addiction. Like I literally this morning I went to the Chick-fil-A and got 3 Chick-fil-A biscuits on top of like these, what do you call them? Chicken egg muffin. That's what it was. It was a chicken egg muffin. Moving on. Natalie7713 says, are you in love with Nibbles? So, friend-wise, of course. Now, romantically wise, hell to the no. Nothing more to say there. Do you actually have a job? Okay, I don't have a job at the current moment, but I actually had a job over last summer. Last summer, I used to actually have a job, so that was pretty cool. I worked at this grocery store. It was in retail. I was like the stocker, so it was basically just putting food up on shelves and stuff like that, and like helping people know where to like go for stuff. So there's that. That was honestly a chill job. I got paid well. Girlfriend, asking for a friend. Okay. At the current moment, I don't have a girlfriend, but if you would have asked me this 2 months ago, I did have a girlfriend like 2 months ago, but we broke up. I don't want to dwell into it because it's a YouTube video. Moving on. Have you ever broken a bone? Okay, I've never broken a... Okay, yes, I have. I lied to you. I broke my pinky finger one time. Like, I dislocated it. I would count that as breaking it. So that happened. And I also sprained my wrist on my right arm. I won't lie to you. Spraining my wrist hurts so much more than dislocating my pinky. Like I'm talking like the pain you feel when like getting a sprain is like a 9.5 out of 10. Like it is one of the most painful things I have ever felt in my entire life. Ever need stitches? Okay, I have never needed yes I have. One time I went to surgery when I was like 4 years old, and it was like a what was it? It was like a hernia surgery. I had to get a hernia surgery done at me at like 4 years old. So I got that taken care of, and I have stitches around my waist. There's that. Having stuffed animals, not now, but like of course I did. I had like 2 stuffed animals that I quite literally carried on my entire childhood until like 10, maybe 11. Rip Marchie 171 says, do you clock that T? What does that supposed to mean? I genuinely have no response to this. What are you talking about? Yeah, holy, like forbidden language. What are you? What are you doing? Whatever. Dr. Dogman says, have you ever won Ground Wars? You're not Max. First of all, I am Max. Second of all, I have won over 1,500 games of Ground Wars. So yes, indeed I have. Fiery_hive says, have you ever had a crush on a Hive YouTuber? No. Okay, my stance on e-dating, alright? It's horrible. I think it's stupid. I think e-dating, like, overall is stupid. Because here's the thing, right? I mean, yes, I've seen, like, people actually, like, get together if they met online and stuff like that. But that is, like, very, very low. And also, if you're, like, chronically online to the point where you have to ask someone over a screen to be your girl or boyfriend and, like, have a relationship through a screen and not in real life, like, first of all, you're insecure. Second of all, you need to be more social. You're not social. You're an introvert. Okay? You need to actually, like, and also it's just not the same of a connection as if you would have one, like, in real life, because you're actually seeing them. You're actually seeing them. You're actually like feeling them. You're actually, you know what I mean? It's just a better connection to have, like, an actual, like, IRL partner be with you instead of, like, someone that's on the other side of a pixel. Or pixels. So I just think it's stupid, and also I don't think it will work out. There's my stance. Coley says, besides, I don't think I can say that, or any other hard, any hard substances, what is your favorite? I don't think I can answer this. I don't think I can answer this at all. So, unknown. We're just gonna stick unknown there. Alright? Alright. Well, that's all the questions. Huh. Pretty cool. Now, for the big announcement that I promised you all at the beginning of the video. So, I asked you guys, I think 2, maybe 3 months ago from this date, I said, what should my 1K special be? And I said I would do the most commented, not most common, I would do the most liked comment in the community post. And the most liked comment, by far, is play 1,000 games of Ground Wars live in one sitting. So, I'm going to be doing that relatively soon, most likely at the end of the year, since, like, life's busy and stuff like that, so I won't be able, like, to be on, like, the actual stream for a decent amount of time. So I'll probably, like, start that up at the beginning or end of either this month or next month. So yeah, that's all I had to say. Goodbye.